Welcome to the Zix TV. I am the Zix, and we're going to have a look at this Kogo set here. Kogo, number 4403. Space. Came across this brand on my own. I was shopping at Amazon. Just happened to see Kogo. So decided to pick up a few sets and check it out. They do a few space things, some army tanks and stuff like that. They do classic town city stuff like police and fire rescue, and a little bit of pirates. Arr! So we're gonna check this set out. It was affordable. Picked it up from Amazon. It has 304 pieces. Here's a look at this Starfighter here. And they don't give names. They're like Orsini. They don't give names to their sets. So it's just a generic Starfighter. So we're gonna check this out and have a quick look at it in just a moment. And here it is. It's in my opinion, my humble opinion, this Starfighter has quite a hodgepodge of colors on it, and that's something I've talked about Lego using a hodgepodge, so I'm going to complain about it here. We got white and blue and some light gray, and I'm not sure what's up with the green accents, the lime green stuff, and we got a few just a few transparent red, and there's transparent lasers in yellow up front. There's some transparent, I don't know how we can see it, there's some transparent yellow in there, and on the other side it's I've talked about hodgepodges. I talk about it when I review the Lego TIE Striker, and I believe this is a hodgepodge here. It's just all over the place with the color scheme. Now the last one I reviewed, the yellow Starfighter, had a great color scheme. It was yellow and black. That the Kogo yellow Starfighter. I'm not sure what to call this. It's not exactly a white Starfighter because it has all these other colors on it. It's not exactly a blue Starfighter because it has all these other colors on it. So I'm going to call it a hodgepodge Starfighter, and has some interesting building techniques, although there are a few parts that will fall off easily, and one of them just did. Let's have a quick look at the bottom. We got a stable base built on bricks and stuff, slopes underneath, holding up our base plates that our Starfighter is built on. And these pieces, these radar dishes here, this isn't a Lego radar dish, it's from a different brand. Maybe it's Kogo's own invention, but it fits into a, it goes there, and those can fall off easily while you're handling it. So let's just take them off. Hopefully I'll be able to hold it better. This one does not come with a stand, as it can rest pretty easily. On its own. Let's see, how can I hold this? Here's our got quite an array of engines in the back. We've got lots of building sideways techniques. These Lego slopey slopes are built sideways. We got lots of the bricks that have the pegs on the sides. We got a windshield in an opaque color there, and then our engine is just put on top. There's a better look at some of the stuff that's covered up by the engine. Got big engines on this thing, and then these front parts are attached on a single bracket. Bracket on the side. The plastic is ABS style plastic like Lego, and the gripping power of the pieces is pretty good. It's like Lego, maybe a little bit better than Lego on some of the pieces, maybe not as good as Lego on some other pieces. It's a mishmash. And you know, as these radar dishes really don't grab well underneath there, as we've seen. It's got some other parts that can fall off pretty easily, like these front ones. It's just on a peg there. These laser cannons shooting lasers. What was I talking about? We got ABS style plastic, and the gripping power is pretty good. So even though it's connected on a single 1x4 bracket, it's still pretty good. It's this part in the back here that's problematic. It's on a single peg. Can I get it on there? And if you try to rotate this or move this down on its hinge, it's going to mess this up. And it just came off. Well, anyway, it's on clicky joints. Might be better to leave that off of there. And this front part is built both ways. We're building every which way on these front parts. We got the slopes underneath as well as on top. They use a lot of those parts that build every which way. And that's on a bracket. In addition, we got our pilot in there, and his pilot's cabin it's hinged, but it's on the clicky joints, not the regular clippy clips that you would think that lift up easily, and it's kind of hard to open it up. And there's our pilot's cabin. Can I open it up any further? Maybe just take it off. There's our pilot's cabin in there. It does have a bracket in there. Maybe you could attach his feet to it. His back of his legs, his butt does not. It's not designed. It's different. Not designed to grab onto the pegs. Oh, this part just came off. Let's take these off. They can fall off easily. See if I can. The problem is getting his feet to connect with the bracket in there. Well, anyway, let's put this back on there. Yeah, these are problematic. I think it's better to leave them off. They just get in the way, and then you can knock them off. So that's another part. It's another part that, and then I can hold it like this. Then it's easier to hold it without those things there. And we can angle this without interfering with those parts sticking out. I think it just had a bit too much going on. A bit too much on the side here. That's better. We got our big engines. That's building every which way as well. I think we got brackets. Yeah, we got brackets in there. Pieces that build sideways. So a lot of cool sideways building stuff. And there's a nice transparent part in there. Pretty cool. Nice transparent part in transparent light blue. Why doesn't Lego make a piece like this in transparent light blue? That would be cool. Like that. Maybe I'll take this apart and make a mock that showcases that transparent part better. And with a better color scheme, because the color scheme to me is just all over the place here. We got white, blue, and this lime green that's comes out of nowhere. A little bit of black in the back there. Yeah, it's easier to hold on to it like this. You can hold on to the side. We got some parts in the side that are, we can see that these would normally cover up. Anyway, this is the Hodge Podge Starfighter by Kogo. Oh, and we got some blaster cannons right next to the cockpit there. They certainly look like blaster cannons. I like that piece. Looks similar to a Lego Star Wars lightsaber hilt. And it builds both ways. That's a cool piece. Let's have a look at our minifigure. Here is our Kogo Star Pilot, and he's a bit different from Lego minifigures. The body and the legs are different, and the hands. It can go like this, or you can rotate it to be like that. I'm not sure which way is right side up. It would seem to me like that's right side up, rather than that. Anyway, he's got a decent print on there. There's his legs. So when he's sitting down, this can connect to a peg, but that's the only part. And he's got a basic helmet, and his visor does go up a bit. It's one of those old Best Lock visors that don't work very well with the helmets. Different than a Lego visor. And he's got some shades on for some reason, and he's a happy pilot. So there's our Starfighter pilot, and the set came with some extra parts. There's that blaster cannon piece. Got a couple extras of those. Some of the normal stuff that you get extra in Lego sets we get here as well. A little slope and little circle things, transparent things. So there is our daring space pilot. All said and built, it was an interesting build, but not as good as the yellow Starfighter. See if I can get him in there. Yeah, just chuck him in there. And this, when we're putting this down, it tends to go out a bit too far, so you got to push it in so that these side parts, it'll bump into them. Yeah, push that in. I think it's because these, yeah, they're right above another piece. These clicky joints, I think it needs some extra room underneath it, but I'm not sure. It just doesn't work all that well. Oh, goes here. There's a tile underneath it that might be interfering with it, and I knocked this off. Yeah, I mentioned that. So we got a Starfighter with stuff that can be knocked off. It's kind of fragile. Might actually, with rough play, be able to knock these off. I'm tugging on it and it's not coming off so far. Pretty good connection there, but we got these lasers up front that can fall off. We got our other pieces that fall off too easily, so it's better to, let's see, I hold it like this. It's better to hold it like this. Got a good look to it with the big engines. I just don't like the all over the place color scheme on this. So overall, it's not as good as the yellow Starfighter that I started out with. Still a fun build, interesting build. Lots of cool building techniques put to use. And our wings in the back can go up and down. I appreciate that. It's something I talked about in a review of a Goody Starfighter. The wings were not hinged, so we got at least we can decide if we want them to be up or down and how far. So that's cool. It's a cool feature. Let's see if I can show the rest of the Starfighter there. Big engines in the back there. So that will about do it for this review of this Kogo set. Found this on Amazon. It's affordable. I can't remember how much I paid, but it wasn't much. So it's an affordable set. You get 304 pieces, one minifigure. So and we get a good variety of pieces for mock making. Looks to be that there's some blocks and stuff on the inside for the infrastructure, and we get some good decorative parts. So could be worse. Pretty good set. I just don't like the color scheme. The green, I think if the green wasn't there, it might be a little bit better. But it's just kind of hodgepodgey to me. And that'll be it for this review of this Kogo set. Thank you for watching.